next Lotto 649 jackpot is $7 million.
Two of the most powerful people in Toronto could soon be facing off in court. The chief of police is preparing to sue the mayor's brother, and it all revolves around something Doug Ford said. Let's go live to Mark McAllister with Ford's reaction to the threat of legal action. Mark.
Well, Leslie, it's a battle and a war of words that continues to go on with Councillor Doug Ford and Police Chief Bill Blair, this time with Chief Blair following up on exactly what he said he was going to do the last time. While dodging traffic outside the Etobicoke Civic Centre, Councillor Doug Ford dodged questions about being served with a defamation notice by Police Chief Bill Blair.
I think I said it with my lawyers.
What will your response be, sir?
So with my lawyers right now. You wonder why we need a change at the top?
The notice was served for comments Ford made, accusing the chief of leaking news about his brother Rob Ford possibly testifying in the extortion trial of Alexander Lisi. He called it payback after Blair didn't get his contract as police chief renewed.
It is unprecedented, isn't it? Isn't it unbelievable the police chief would be doing this?
At that time, Blair responded by saying Doug Ford was lying and he was prepared to take legal action.
Who's paying for the chief's legal fees? He says he is. Oh, is he really? So is he using city employees, Mark Pugash, to be a spokesperson? Is he? So is that not taxpayers' money?
Toronto Police spokesperson Mark Pugash did not want to appear on camera, but did say that the notice was served on Monday night and that the legal action would not involve taxpayer dollars. All fees would be paid for by the chief. While at a campaign event, Mayor Rob Ford was asked about the defamation notice, and he was quick to deflect.
Folks, I can't comment on that. That's between my brother and Chief Blair. I've said what I've had to say about the chief. I wish him the best of luck. I want to thank him for his service.
Although the words exchanged between the chief and his brother were about him. Like his brother, he also questioned the source of information in this case.
I just don't know how the media would know about it like 2 seconds after he received it.
While finishing his jaunt through the streets of Etobicoke, Doug Ford did offer a truce, sort of.
Bury the hatchet and maybe go fishing one day.
That last comment, a reference, of course, to something that was said last year when Doug Ford accused Chief Bill Blair of a conflict of interest after he went on a fishing trip with a member of the Police Services Board. At this point, there is still no official word from Doug Ford's lawyer on what will happen next. Leslie, it's back to you.
Mark McAllister at City Hall, thanks. Let's dig a little deeper into this. Defamation, libel, what is it, and is there any grounds for this case? Joining me now is lawyer Marty Rabinovitch. He is with the firm Devry, Smith & Frank. Thanks for joining us here. So obviously there's some politics involved here, police chief versus a city councilor, but are there any grounds for the suit?
Well, Police Chief Blair is alleging that Doug Ford's comments have damaged his reputation in the eyes of a right-minded individual in society. So essentially, the insinuation is that he's subpoenaing Mayor Ford, not necessarily because of a legitimate policing or investigative objective, but rather as some sort of retribution.
Is this a typical case that you might see?
Not really. Typically, we see cases involving some form of online defamation. For example, business owners who are concerned about a damaging comment that was made about their business online, or even a negative restaurant review that they don't feel was based on facts that are true.
Typically, will they go to before a judge, or is there a settlement before it gets to court?
Typically, the matters settle.
So in this case, what would you expect?
In this case, I would expect that if there's an apology, the case would probably settle at that point.
And as we watch what's going on at City Hall, and for those of us watching, what can we take away from it?
Well, be careful what you say and what you write.
All right, good advice there. Marty Rabinovitch, thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you.
All right, let's go back to our top story tonight. We're learning